Remove it. Now this is a courtroom, not a stage show." The judge's words cracked through the silence like a whip. Harsh, cold, dismissive. Gasps rippled through the courtroom. All eyes turned. He stood, still, motionless. A United States Army tomb guard, impeccable dress blues, white gloves at rest, shoulders straight like the rifle he once carried downrange, and pinned to his chest, a gleam of sacred defiance, the Medal of Honor. He didn't speak. He hadn't come for attention. He came to stand with a widow, a soldier's wife, denied justice, denied benefits, denied dignity. But now all eyes were on him. The judge leaned forward, eyes narrowing. "I gave you an order. Remove that insignia. It's not authorized here." The tomb guard lifted his chin, barely. His voice came low, controlled. "Your Honor, that is not insignia. That is the Medal of Honor. It was not given. It was earned. It is not decoration. It is death. It is sacrifice. It is memory." A pause. The gallery held its breath. The judge scoffed. "This isn't Arlington. You're not guarding a tomb here. You're in my courtroom, and you will obey." Then something shifted. A tension, the kind felt before a firefight. The Marine in the second row clenched his fists. A Vietnam vet adjusted his oxygen tube. A Gold Star mother reached for her purse and pulled out a folded flag. But still, he didn't move. "With respect, Your Honor," the tomb guard said, steel behind each syllable, "you may control this courtroom, but you do not command this medal. It is not worn for me. It is worn for the silent dead who earned it with their last breath. I carry them every day. You will not order me to forget them." The judge flushed. "You're in contempt of court," he barked. "One more refusal, and I'll have you removed." The silence was no longer still. It was charged, like the pause before a rifle's trigger pull. Then, a voice, shaky but sharp. From the back. "You're the one in contempt, sir." An elderly man stood, uniform faded, medals worn but proud. "I'm a retired colonel. That man you're trying to humiliate. He carried brothers out under fire. He bled for that medal. You're not just asking him to remove a pin, you're telling him to erase the dead." And like dominoes falling, they rose. One by one, every veteran, every family, every soul in that courtroom who knew what that medal meant. Not in protest, but in reckoning. The judge slammed his gavel, voice cracking with fear now. "Sit down, this is my courtroom." But no one did, not even the bailiffs. Even they, silent now, stood still. Eyes lowered, refusing. Then came her voice, software shaking, but unbreakable. A woman stepped forward, holding up a photo. A young man in uniform, smiling, alive. "My son served under him," she said. "He didn't come back. That medal? That's all I have left. That honor is the last piece of my boy. You don't get to order it off his chest." The judge gestured again to the bailiffs. They didn't move. Their loyalty in that moment was not to the bench. The tomb guard took one final step forward, measured, heavy, like he was walking through a storm of bullets and shame couldn't touch him. "Your power," he said quietly, "comes from a gavel. Mine comes from graves. You can strip my words from your records, but you will never strip the weight from this medal, never." A beat. Then a sound like thunder rolling through marble halls, applause, controlled, reverent, defiant. That moment broke through the courtroom walls. It hit social media like a bomb. By nightfall, every veteran's page carried the clip. Every Gold Star mother reposted it. Headlines screamed, "Judge tries to shame soldier." America responds. By sunrise, the judge was done. Petitions, pressure. His resignation landed with a thud, not over corruption, but because he dared challenge honor. And the soldier, he returned to Arlington, to the 21 steps, to the silence that speaks louder than any courtroom ever will. Because true honor doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't bow to titles. It doesn't break under orders. It stands. Even when the world tries to shame it into silence. Before you go, tell us in the comments where you're watching from. If this story made you feel something, hit like, subscribe, and drop a salute in the comments. Because in a world full of noise, some truths deserve silence. And a soldier who refuses to take a step back